Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel for another vlog and another arena eventing vlog. Sorry, I feel like there are going to be quite a few of these vlogs because I am planning on trying to get out to as much arena as eventing as I possibly can over this winter. As I may have mentioned in a previous vlog, I would very much like to qualify for the British Eventing Winter Series of Arena Eventing, where the final is up at Astonley Walls. However, today is ever so slightly different because it is not British Eventing. I'm sorry if I sound a bit funny. I've been fighting off a cold all week, and I thought yesterday I was like, oh, I'm feeling better. But I think I'm always worse in the mornings, and it is chilly this morning, so I think that's just aggravating my throat again, but it's all good. What was I saying? Yes, today is slightly different because we are actually going up to ride as part of a team for our riding club at Cornwall Trek. You all know I have been a member of Cornwall Trek for many years now, done quite a lot of qualifiers and been fortunate enough to qualify and get to the championships, but actually probably in the last couple of years I haven't really, well, I suppose because we've had the whole pandemic and stuff like that, but I feel like I haven't actually done that many team events. I did actually go up with Sprite to this qualifier last year, didn't we? I half wish that I had got you jumping a little bit because there is even a 70 on, and that would have actually been perfect for you. Although I haven't taken them out to a competition together, so I don't know what they'd be like, and I feel like I'd need more hands on the ground if I was to do that. But there'll be a chance, Spritey. We'll get you out there. It'll be all right. We are doing the 80 centimetres and we are part of a team. We need to leave pretty good time this morning because the course walks are at 11 and 12:24. Well, I'm like one of the last to go before the second course walk. So I need to be there for the first one. Aiming to be there for just before 11. Go walk the course, and then it will be a case of just coming back, getting tacked up and getting on. Hopefully you're not going to feel quite as fruity because something's stuck in your teeth. Hopefully you're not going to feel quite as fruity as you did at Down Farm last weekend, eh? You've been jumping at Coleraine. We went for what I call a hit hack yesterday. Basically high intensity. I wanted to get them both ridden and walk the dog, and I'm pleased to say that I did actually manage it, but it was high intensity, basically trotting where it was safe to do so, trotting anywhere I can, cantering anywhere I can. So I'm hoping that as well will, I feel like she needs to have a bit of the sting taken out of her tail, but there's going to be plenty of time to warm up. The only thing that I have got left to do is run in and print my number and also get Addie groomed with my lovely Exclusive brushes. They're already open because I have actually used them since Marta's been down. That was Wednesday, and I used them before going to Coleraine, so I haven't bathed because I'm going to groom her instead, but I've got plenty of time, so go get my number printed off. I actually think I might get a coffee as well. The car is hitched up, the car is loaded up. It is just the case of getting you ready, but actually you're looking pretty good anyway, aren't you? Yeah, I'm gonna make you shine even more. Yeah. Just popping this in the car. It is about almost just gone 10 to 8 and I want to leave at 8, so we are all on time, which is nice. Then I go just double check Mum is ready, and I feel like it's silly, isn't it, that I actually groomed my horse, but I've gone through all the brushes just like how Marta showed us on Wednesday, and yeah, it's the satisfying feeling when she feels amazing. Wish I could put touch through on the camera, but I can't. But also that satisfying feeling when you tap down the curry comb and like all this dust falls out and you're like, yep, I've just worked that out of the coat. So mind my white numbness. I couldn't dry them, so I had to ask Mum because she's got the Raven lit. and their house is lovely and warm. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm really struggling at the moment to get things dry, especially when it's been like really wet and horrible. Right. Oh, I'm out of breath. It's nuts, isn't it, how much it, like, just walking up that drive makes me out of breath so, like, quite so much. But it's all good. Just double checking that I have got everything in there. I've got boots for Addie, I've got my stirrups, I've got the body protector, I've got my hat, which I did just do a little peeky look through to make sure that it was the correct hat. My number bib, numbers are there. My bridle, breastplate, martingale, and my all-important saddle. So yeah, my boots, my clothes are underneath. Yeah, I'm thinking we have got everything. So yeah, just go double check with Mum. Everything's ready in the trailer for Addie, get her in there and drive out, and next stop, Bicton. We are here. Hey, you're a good girl. Recognise where we are? Hey. Let's check that you are warm enough. She was warm enough when I stopped and got fuel. I'll just double check that you still are now, because it is chilly up here. I need to get a coat on. Oh, you are warm. I have got another rug. You're a bit of a hot traveller, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Oh, I think you might actually. I knew that there was half. Look at that. What's this? Yeah. Oh, good girl. I don't know if you stood here, you're going to be cold. Let's get the other rug actually. I'm worrying. Okay, so it was course walk before 11 o'clock. It's now 11:01. We're starting the senior 80 in there, and I have shown you my watch because I have literally just ran that course. So now I'm going to watch a couple. I thought best not because I knew I was pushed for time, so I didn't bother vlog any of it. There is, put it this way, I'm glad I did some tight turns and technical lines with Cameron when we were up here training. Show jumping all looks okay. They have got like a pinstripe pole for fence 5, but it's a lovely one stride, so it should be nice, and it's straightforward. You've got cross country fences to your right as well, so oh, pony just fitted 2 in it. But yeah, and the cross country, all doable. Nothing different to what we didn't jump when we were up here training. So looking forward to giving it our best shot. We've broken away from the horse box, haven't we? And Mum was putting my number bib together, and I was in here getting changed, and I only had one leg in my jumpers. So I said to Mum, was like, she's gone, she's broken free. But thankfully she literally only went over there, put her head down and ate some grass. But I was like, I physically can't help you right now, because otherwise it's gonna, yeah, be a sight for some people, me running around with no trousers on trying to catch my horse. That wouldn't be good, would it? No. But she's thankfully settled down. She knows that she's got yummy haylage that she can have. You can have all the grass you want afterwards. I was going to say you would be here all day, wouldn't you? But I'll let you have a good munch. But you're all tacked up, all ready to go. I am all in my cross-country colours. We haven't got team colours. I don't think there is like enough sets or something, so we're wearing our own. I need to take off all my rings and stuff like that, but otherwise we are good to go. We've got just a 5-10 minutes chill before I want to get on, and then I'm going to walk her over, take a rug with me, and then just let her hopefully calmly absorb the atmosphere. She is nice and calm here, which she was last weekend. It's quite nice to do it 2 weekends in a row, because they kind of get into that routine of being out and about. Don't you? Don't you? Can you stay like that for when I get on you, please? No bronking in the warm-up today. No. She's like, yes. I don't know why, but I'm feeling really quite nervous, and I don't know if it's because I went wrong last weekend and I need to not think of that. I totally know that not to think of that. I've gone through the course. I'm going to watch a few more before I even have to go, and yeah, it's all going to be fine. I have remembered in the past many arena eventing courses. Last week was just a blip. I need to get it out of my head and not think about it, so that's the last time I'm going to mention it or even think about it. But just get the last few bits ready, and then we're going to go smash the course, aren't we, Addie? There's nothing in there that you haven't actually jumped, so yeah, no excuses. But again, she's a young horse. I'm going back to, I think last week I put a bit too much pressure on myself. This week I'm going no expectations again. Just go in there, have some fun, and see how you get on.
Everywhere, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. I know that when the sun is peeking through the curtains, it's time for me to go. Reality is hurting. I gotta go.
I was really chuffed with how Addie warmed up. It was nice and calm as opposed to last week. Now, we're allowed to come in the corner as obviously the competitor before finishes, and I just wanted to take this time to let Addie absorb the arena. Obviously it is a very big arena, there is a lot of jumps, a lot going on, and then I just did a circle there in the middle and then picked up our canter, and I was really chuffed with the show jumping phase of Addie's round. Had a little bit of a look there at the cross-country fences, but again comes back, regains, listens to me and gets another nice shot to fence 2. You can see there she's almost like, are we turning right back towards the gate? But thankfully doesn't take too much encouragement to go, no, not that way. And we regain and get, again, another really nice stride to fence 3 and also to fence 4. But you'll see again, she just goes to fall to the left, like she's thinking, oh, we're coming back almost towards the camera. We were disunited, so I just changed her lead on that because we were coming up to the one-strided double, and I had seen a few issues where I don't know whether the horses struggle to read the type of poles, like the way that they're painted, but Addie, yeah, was epic and sailed through. And then here, this is actually quite a sharp dog leg, so just making sure I was in control of that outside shoulder, but again, she got 2 really lovely strides. Now here for the first cross-country fence, I was actually wanting to come back to trot, but Addie said, no mum, we're cantering, I've got this. But by bringing her back, it did make sure that we had a nice together canter. Had a little bit of a look at fence 2, but just instead of looking at it, she just goes upwards a bit. But then fence 3, we've regained, she got another nice stride. And then we've got a related distance, and here I just push her too much when I should have made her sit and wait and let her have that final stride as like a pop stride. So that was my fault, sorry Addie. And then we're just going around the outside of the arena. Again, just making sure that I've got her in control of that outside shoulder and allowing her time to read that fence, as I can remember from my lesson with Cameron. And then here she's just, yeah, loving it and eating it up. We didn't have much time here, so I didn't change her lead, which perhaps I should have. But I knew that we had this turn here to a corner and really wanted to make sure that I landed and was in control again of that outside shoulder. And now this is the final fence, which is knockable and is a joker, so it's a little bit higher. Made sure we were on the right lead and balanced, and yeah, she sailed over it, finishing a fantastic round. Yes, so chuffed with her, finishing with a double clear. Having some very well-deserved grass, aren't you, Addie? Are you dragging mum around or not too bad? Could you gobble that up any quicker? One of the best sounds. Addie was epic. Emily not quite so much, I don't know. I have been a little bit poorly this week and I definitely felt like it could tell. I just didn't feel like I had full strength and was like that. That's usually not hard at all. Yeah, and I was very, very out of breath when I finished, but she was absolutely epic. Didn't look at anything, which I'm so pleased about, because I was a bit worried after obviously having, it wasn't even like she looked or stopped at that fence last week. It was more just our concentration wasn't on it because I had gone wrong. So I am very chuffed that I remembered the course, remembered where I was going. She was so keen, so strong. but you can't fault it. But I just wanted to make sure that I did keep my leg on, and we add in that little pop stride, or little stride to a pop, like we did in our lesson with Cameron. So it wasn't the tidiest of rounds, but again, Cameron did say that I'm trying to make everything look too neat, and sometimes I know it's arena cross country, like arena eventing, but cross country isn't marked by style. So actually, I'm not going to worry. I haven't watched it back, so I don't know. Maybe I will watch it back and be like, yeah, it was an absolute mess. But she jumped some things quite big, just wanting to give it a bit of space, and then I want to make sure that I give her plenty of rein to be able to allow her to use her head and her neck. So yes, it did end up that I had some longer reins. I also noticed that when jumping a fence, you take it for granted, and I don't know whether when you're on a more established horse that they can read your body language better, or perhaps I'm not telling her well enough, maybe that is what it is. But any turns you could either go back to the gate or turn the other way, she would naturally want to go towards the gate. And it wasn't like that she's napping to leave or anything like that, it wasn't at all. But she would just think, oh yeah, we're turning back to go towards the gate, and it would just be like, oh no, go left now. And then I remember saying left, and then another time I was going, no, I'm right now. So it's just little things like that that I need to remember when doing like these longer courses. But I can't fault her. She was very good. We got over the joker. We did finish with 0.4, I believe, just from what somebody's told me. We were 1 second too fast. It seems whatever horse I ride, I make them too fast. And we even trotted, so I didn't think that we were going that fast, but we just did have, I think, quite a nice rhythm and stayed consistent rhythm the whole way round. But yeah, anyways, we're going to get Addie back in the box now, and then each team member needs to go and help for 15 minutes around the arena and run in and pick up any poles or anything like that. A bit of like a team effort to help with stewarding today. So Mum's going to go have a coffee, well, we can both have a coffee, and then just sit around the arena and run in and pick up any poles if need be. But first we'll get her. I just wanted her to have a bit of, you know, bit of the good stuff, bit of the grass, bit of the green stuff. Like I say, she very thoroughly deserves it. So yeah, right, I think that'll be enough, Addie Waddy. Time to go back in the trailer. Good girl. Ready to hit the road home. It has come out now, really lovely and sunny, but oh my goodness, it is still cold. It's 5 degrees. Mum's just whipped to the toilet. Great vlog content. And I've just seen that Banks and Daisy is parked over there. I did message Tina, but standard signal here at Bicton isn't great. Unfortunately, we were both like, not opposite end of the day, but quite far apart. That would have meant both of us having a super long day, whereas Tina's been able to come up a bit later, and I obviously can get off home a bit earlier. So we also haven't done many trips really, or a long trip yet, with Addie being in Daisy. So whether to like for a long journey up and things like that, and also what I think Tina witnessed and went through last week at the beach, not with any of our ponies, but it just, I don't know, makes you that, I don't want to say more paranoid, but it just makes you a bit more aware of things that can go wrong. So yeah, I think we need to do some shorter trips before bringing them together. And there's Tina and Fina. I'm wearing red. It's a very quick hi and bye. It's not very often that we're not both on each other's vlogs, but yeah, hi and bye, we're off. Oh, and you've got nice pink lips for the judges. I've got dry lips. It's not dressage. Just fashion.
Oh, don't. I need to wow the judges. Feet printed my numbers. They're like this big.
Oh no!
So it's fine.
The printer wouldn't go in.
They'll recognise Banksy. It's fine.
Yeah, they will. It'll be fine. Oh.
I've done it as big as I could. As big as
Hey,
you can.
They're talking over anyway, and they're
better than not
all
printed at all, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jamie was like, just draw it.
Yeah, the hoof oil stuff, the one that we paint their feet with, is apparently really good actually at making big numbers.
It's like a big paintbrush.
Yeah, basically.
We've got two pieces of paper, just write them on the back.
No, it says course walk before 14:30.
See?
Head there now.
Glad I checked it. Yeah. Back safe and sound. Addie was again very good at travelling up. Bless her. Oh, I've not caught you a good time, Ad. She's just having a wee. Thankfully, we've got back in enough daylight daylight hours, that Addie has been able to go out in the field. We've been back probably about 45 minutes, something like that. I have just driven up into the top field and completely cleaned out my trailer, which again is something that's nice. When you get back and you have still got daylight, you can do things like that. Whereas usually when you're coming back and it's pitch black and dark, the last thing you feel like doing is cleaning out the trailer. But my future self will be thankful of myself today. So yeah, that's why I've done it. And it really did, you know, like when all the haylage starts to mount up and stuff like that. So it really did need its good old clean out. It's now looking all squeaky clean, ready for our next outing, which I'll be honest, I don't really know what it is. I still haven't watched my round back, but you guys will have heard my voiceover of my round as I'm obviously riding it, you're watching it. But overall, all I can think of is that I am super chuffed with Addie. Just need to try and keep a bit of control, if I'm honest. You can't knock it because I think she feels really game, but it's just remembering to keep that leg on and try using my seat more maybe to try and really keep that canter together. But we still got over all the fences. She was super. She'd been very well behaved. The only naughtiness was trying to get on, which we have mastered home here, but I think she might have been a bit too excited or just wanting to get on with it, but forgetting that I needed actually to get on board to be able to get on with it. But other than that, I can't fault her. She was epic, nice and calm and chilled in the warm-up, which was nice after what we had last week. So yeah, over the moon. Our team came 7th. And Addie and I actually came 6th individually. So yeah, really, really chuffed with that. And just because it was all down to times and optimum times, I didn't realise that you actually get 5 seconds under the optimum time. Like in eventing, you get 15. Today they were doing it that you get 5, and I was 6 seconds. I was 1 second too fast over that 5 second allowance. So yeah, I was 6 seconds away from the optimum. Oh, hello, Addie. Did you want to come and say bye to everyone? I'm just about to wrap up. Hey? Was you a good girl today? You're a good girl. You wanting your dinner? Are you? So we say bye. What do we say at the end of a vlog? If you have enjoyed yourselves, please do like, comment and subscribe. And trot off, maybe? No. Ah, hi, Wiggle. Hey, hi. Don't get jealous. There's no food being handed out. All right? Don't have a... Oi! Oh, naughty Addie. Don't go for Sprite. I'm not giving either of you any attention because I actually need to get your stables done before you're coming back in. So clear off down the field. If you have enjoyed it, please do like this video, comment below. And if you don't already, please do hit that all-important subscribe button. And until next time, guys, I will see you all very, very soon.